Few common instructions to everyone. Please keep your phones on the silent mode. I repeat, please keep your phones on the silent mode. No individual photographs are allowed to be taken. I repeat, no individual photographs are allowed to be taken. The college will provide you with all the photographs of each student. You can take it from the college. And also, all of you please proceed towards the library porch post national anthem for the group photograph. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. I, Priyanka Rajput, welcome today's chief guest, Architect Chintan Shah, Principal Architect at Shodh Architects, Professor N.R. Tadkodkar, former head, Department of Architecture, all senior faculties, dear colleagues, and our graduation batch, the infant architects. We extend a warm welcome to all. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kama Rupini Vidyarambam Karishyami Glanir Besada. Remembering the Supreme Being, I call upon Vaishnavi and Tanvi to invoke the Almighty.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvada. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Prahima. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Rakshama. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Pahima. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Rakshama. Mudakarat modakam sada vimukti sadakam kaladhara vatansakam vilasi lokarakshakam anayakaikanayakam vilashite vadaityakam natashubhashanashakam namamitam vinayakam. Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh Pahima. Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh Rakshama. Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh Pahima. Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh, Jaya Ganesh Rakshama. Samasta Loka Shankaram Nirasta Daitya Kunjaram Dhare Dharodharam Varam Vare Bhavaktra Aksharam Krupakaram Kshamaakaram Mudakaram Yashaskaram Namaskaram Namaskruta Namaskaromi Bhaskaram. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Pahima. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Rakshama. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Pahima. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Rakshama. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Rakshama. Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh, Jai Ganesh Rakshama. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Thank you, Tanvi, for the melodious song. I request our beloved Professor N.R. Tadkodkar ma'am to welcome the august gathering and initiate the ceremony.
A very good afternoon to all. Architect Chintan Shah, alumnus of Gogte Institute of Technology, mainly practices architecture and interior design over the span of last 12 years and has won several national competitions in architecture and urban design. He agreed to be our chief guest for graduation day at a very short notice in spite of his very busy schedule. A warm welcome to you, Architect Chintan Shah, at your alma mater. Professor Jayant Kittur, Principal Gogte Institute of Technology, is a constant source of encouragement and motivation. All creative endeavors at GIT always get a go ahead from Sir. A very warm welcome to you, Sir, in absentia. Graduation day marks the culmination of your graduate program. Students, you're going to step into an entirely new set of world with lots of challenges facing you every day. Be humble, be gentle, be sincere, and committed to your profession. That's very, very important. It's a mixed feeling of happiness and sadness since you'll be leaving us now. God bless you all in abundance. A warm welcome to you, my dear students. A warm welcome to proud parents for the graduation day. Last but not the least, a warm welcome to our faculty who have nurtured the students and made them capable of facing the world. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for such a warm welcome. I request Professor Anga Gargatti to introduce today's chief guest, Architect Chintan Shah.
Good afternoon all. It is my proud privilege to introduce today's chief guest, Architect Chintan Shah, to the August gathering. Architect Chintan Shah is a graduate of KLS GIT Belagavi, batch 2003. He is the principal architect of his firm, Shodh Architects, based in Surat, practicing mainly architectural and interior design projects. He is also associated as an academician with Veer Narmad South Gujarat University, Surat, since 2015. Specialized in urban design, he completed his master's program from SCET, Surat, which he believes helped him a lot to grow as a designer. Over the span of 12 years of his professional experience, he has won many national competitions in the field of architecture, urban design, and subject writing. This includes first place for Street for People challenge organized by Jabalpur Smart City Limited and ITDP. Third place for Design Ideas competition with the title Urban Co-Creation Reshaping the Core, organized by IIA and IIID. Special mention in Architectural Poem Writing competition on the theme Urban Issues, organized by Architectural Journalism. Also, his urban design thesis on reinventing the public realm during a March program was selected for presentation by Isola Bangalore chapter. With these achievements, his writing and professional works are published regularly in architectural journals of Indian Institute of Architects. His ideas of architecture and design have always been to create work that fulfills the user's need and which is necessary for the context. Strong believer of his own thought that your designs are the reflection of your personality, which is evident in his designs also, which are simple yet modern and very functional. He enjoys writing thoughts and short lines, and one of them he likes to share over here is, architecture is the nurturing of spaces composed of different shapes, experienced through volumes, augmented by natural light to get mesmerized by being into it and lost into its memories. So with this brief introduction, I present before you Architect Chintan Shah, our esteemed chief guest. Welcome you, sir.
A warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Happiness held is a seed. Happiness shared is a flower. I request Professor Enathat Kodkar, ma'am, to kindly honor today's chief guest with a floral gesture and memento. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. I request the chief guest for today's ceremony, Architect Chintan Shah, to please share a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. first of all, thank you for inviting me over here. It's a very, very, happiest moment of my life that I have been invited by my institute. When I got call from Archana ma'am, so I was excited with two things. Like one was coming back to GIT after 15 years. I passed in 2008. And the second was coming to this beautiful city of Belgaum. My city is like too crowded and too chaotic, Surat. So Belgaum is very green, very peaceful, and I really enjoy coming to this place. To be honest, from this institute I have taken many things, and sometimes I feel that I have not given enough. Like so, when when I got this call, I thought that maybe I should start giving something to the institute. So, my whole speech is going to be about like giving back to your institute. It is very important. Like students are from here from first year to fifth year, parents are also there. So basically this institute is our mother and we need to give it back something to it. So now I was thinking like I should give something in return. So I had prepared one artwork which I want to present to the head of department, like to the Department of Architecture. So can I have that artwork over here? Like I said, like these people introduced me, they said that I enjoy writing, although I'm not a very big writer or I don't write too much, but I can express myself in a better way whenever I write something. So like while traveling, I wrote one note, or you can call it as a poem. That poem, the title of that poem is basically I am grateful. So I'm grateful to our institute. So I'll just read that poem. 1st September 2003, my journey had started. I was a newly born child in the field of architecture. GIT was my mother, or you can say Department of Architecture was my mother. All prepared to ensure that child gets well molded in the next 5 years. She was always dedicated to what she wants to give, but the child. GIT was my mother, all prepared to raise a child very well in the next 5 years. She was always dedicated and strict because she wanted strong personalities who can create their own niche. The time all children face was never easy, but the mother had patience because she had a vision. The fundamentals she taught were deep and the foundation for our professional making. Years have passed, many children are being raised, but she never forgets to bless any of her kids. She was never or will never fail to do her duties but it is up to her children to give back something meaningful to her so that she can blossom to all seasons. I have always believed that my journey will be wonderful as a professional, but with all that I achieve in my life, some part of that success will always go to my mother. That is basically our Department of Architecture. I am and I will always be grateful to my mother. So I believe like you have invited me over here. I am very grateful to you. So that's the writing that I have written. Now, basically this speech is for the the students who are going to pass. Like they must be thinking like how they should proceed in the field of architecture. So basically if you see, like there must be 3 questions in the mind of people, like what they should do after graduating. The first would be whether they should go for master's program. The other, whether they should join some office where they can work. And the third will be like whether they should start their practice. So, and there will be 4th type of people also who will be thinking like they are tired with architecture. Now they want to get into some other business. So I don't want to like encourage them. I say that you please be strict with the architecture only. It's a beautiful field. But like people who wants to do masters, I would say that like if you want to do masters, go for it. It is important. Be sure in which field you want to do masters. It is important to do masters after taking some kind of training. Like it is important to at least get trained for 2-3 years, then join masters. I know it is difficult. By the time you'll pass out, you'll be already of the age 20 to 23 years. Again, doing like study, working for 2-3 years, you will be 25, 26 years of age. You have family responsibilities, but I generally feel that doing masters really helps you. I joined masters at the age of 30. I was married, I had responsibility, but still somehow I managed. So that's how you become successful in life. You have to learn to manage things. Join masters after working for a few years so that you can perform well over there. I would like to say that instead of going for masters abroad, I always prefer to do masters in our country only. The reason is, if you study over here, so let's suppose you are doing masters in urban design, you'll be learning urban issues from India. If you go abroad, already the course is very expensive. If you're planning to settle down over there, then there is point of doing masters over there. If you're not planning to settle down there, you're coming back to India, then it is going to be very expensive for you. Do masters in India because they'll teach you the issues, the problems of India, how to tackle those problems, how to, as a designer, how you can resolve those issues. So I always give emphasis on doing masters from India only. Start find out some good offices, work, get 2-3 years of good experience, then go for masters. If you're planning to start your own practice, then it is basically difficult to initially get projects. So in the initial phase you get projects which are related to which are small scale, like residence design or something like that. So if you want to work professionally, you want to start your own office, then think of you need to be a good talkative person, interact with your client, come up with good ideas, present them properly. And whenever you go on to site, whenever I used to go on site, I used to interact with my client a lot. What is so good about your design? How well you have designed that project? And such things really helps you. So as an architect, if you're working professionally, I always believe that there are 3 things which can make you successful in this profession. First is be creative. That is very important. If you're creative, you'll get anywhere, you'll get job. You can perform well in the field also. That is very important. Second is, you need to be good in management. Learn to manage things, because you'll need to coordinate with a lot of people. You need to coordinate with vendors, you need to coordinate with agencies. That's why we have this group work in our colleges. So learn to manage things. That is very important. Third is marketing. Learn to sell your product. You need to sell your product, you need to sell your design. Basically, you need to explain to your clients how good your designs are. So if you are good at these things, any of these things, you'll survive easily and you'll be able to perform well. So just focus on these things. Today is quite a formal session. If we get time, if we can meet informally, and I can really guide you well how you can proceed with the field. But I'll just try to finish up things with a short notes only. Also, I would like to say that if you are working professionally, one of the difficulties that I was facing was I used to work in MNC. I used to sit in office only. So if you want to work, get successful, give preference to going on to sites. It is very important. Prepare good drawings, give regular visits, understand how workers work basically. That is very important, because designing is one part. For making any building, the 10% is only for designing, which you do in office. The another 90% is the complete execution of that project. Like how you have designed, if you are executing it exactly what you have envisioned, then you have succeeded in that. because when you're working on the site, there are many changes that comes. So it is important that you work on the field also. Give regular visit to the site so you can understand like what all needs to be done, how detailings needs to be prepared. Give preference to making good drawings. That is very important. Like advocate have this power of kalam. Kalam में बहुत ताकत होती है. Our architect's power is in drawings. So prepare good drawings. That will really help you. Also, like be focused on like giving good services, good quality of design, good quality of coordination on the site. These things are really important for any for successfully executing any good project. Apart from that, I would recommend, like I'm a Gujarati, I'm a bit of conservative mind. What I do is like generally whenever I have having less money, so whatever is important now, I'll spend on that only. So I will also say you in architects don't make too much of money, at least in the initial phase of the year. So traveling is also very important. That's how you learn architecture. I would say that you do lot of traveling. Save money and don't waste money in unwanted things. Save money and travel a lot. You'll learn architecture. When you see, explore new places. That's how you will grow as a designer. That is very important. Like after doing masters, after traveling to many places, as a designer, I felt that I have become more intellectual. I'm able to perform quite well into the field. So that is very important. Do a lot of traveling. With that, also one thing I want to say that something which is very important is you build association with your institute. That is very important. Like whenever I used to write any poem or whenever I used to write any of my work used to get published, purposefully I used to write the name of our institute because that's how it makes me feel good. Like this is the place from where I have learned architecture. Because of this institute, I'm having a good career. I've seen in Surat, I've seen like many people who don't have education, they are having a very hard life, and because of this mother, we are having a very good life. So it is very important whenever you go out, whatever small or big thing that you achieve, don't forget to mention the name of your institute. That is very important. That will really help you. That will help you to the institute also, and it will give you a very good feeling. That's what I was trying to tell in that poem also, that this institute never fails to bless her kids. So you will be always blessed and you will be always able to perform well in the field if you are giving credit to your institute for that. I think I'm enough. That's what I have prepared for today's speech. And in fact, I had given the name to this speech like giving back to the institute. So this is like a very big day for me. I'm 36-year-old and on a large platform. First time I'm giving a presentation, and college has invited me. We had really bunch of really good architects like who are doing quite well, better than me also. And institute has called me up. So I feel very overwhelmed with that. My teachers have invited me. So this is like my first beginning of giving back something to the institute. I'm sure I will be able to achieve a lot in my life further also, and I'll never forget my college. And definitely I'll be always crediting my college for that, whatever I'm achieving in my life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the motivating words. Thank you for sharing the artwork. It will be cherished forever. Yato bhavo tato bhavati. You become what you believe. It's a matter of great honor and pleasure to appreciate and reward the hard work as well as the performance of students. Now it's time we acknowledge the Talent of Students Award distribution of academic year 2021-2022. I request the dignitaries on the dais to kindly come forward for the certificate distribution. I request our chief guest, architect Chintan Shah, to do the honors. Students, please come forward as and when your name is called out. Adarsh Desurkar. Aditya Suryavanshi. Suravanshi, Aishwarya Nandre, Aishwarya Shirul, Ajinkya Hirekar, Akshata Kolekar, Akshata Ullegadi, Akshay Nilkani. He is also awarded and appreciated for serving as a student coordinator for culturals for the academic year 2021-2022. Alfia Gokak, Raven Siddesh, Chandrasekhar Bendigiri, Deepa Saudi, Devika Patne, Disha Modekar, thank you, sir, for doing the honors. I now request Professor Nishita Tatrukar ma'am to take the honors. Harsh Shinde, Harshita Kalyani, Shraddha Kadam, Mansi Kamat, Gandhi Mohire, Komal Changiria, Kritika Patil, Lalit Kumar Hanmanhalli, some count. Manjunath Gowda. Nidhi Kanwade. Nidhi Hattuki. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. I now request Professor Ritesh Dharmayan sir to do the honors. Onkar sir. Pragati Meherpade. Pragati Patil. Prapti Mirajkar. Pritesh Bhattacharya. Priya Thakur. Rahul Chopde. Meena Godan. She is also awarded and appreciated for serving as student general secretary for the academic year 2021-2022. Anish Darhi. Saili Gaikwad. Thank you, sir. May I request Professor Amit Prasad sir to do the honors? Sameer Deshpande. Sanjana Mantri. Sanket Nadgowda. Sanketa Puri. Shivani Sawant. Shashank Basudkar. Thank you, sir. I request Professor Geeta Samrikar ma'am to do the honors. Sneha KR. Saurabh Kaur. Sri Karmani. Stuti Mankar. Thank you, ma'am, for doing the honors. I now request Professor Pratiksha Nagelkar, ma'am, to do the honors. Tejaswini Sagar. Tulsi Patil. Vadiraj Kulkarni. Vijayalakshmi Vanchal. Thank you, ma'am. I now request Srishti Putrekar, ma'am. Vinay Kaur. Thank you, Shruti ma'am. I now request Professor Anaga Gargatti, ma'am, to do the honors. Akshata Siddhanavar. Priyanka Sarapuri. Sheetal Putlekar. Thank you, ma'am and sirs, for doing the honors. In absentia, the following students are awarded PDC Aryan, Akanksha, Gauri, Shashank. Thank you, students. Being graduated is an excited feeling. It marks both an ending and a beginning. It is warm memories of the past and big dreams for the future. Today is a milestone. It tells you how far you've come. Keep learning, keep trying, keep accomplishing, keep venturing on through your journey. All the very best and congratulations, B20. Thank you.
You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. With this inspiring quote, I wish all the students of V20 a fantastic journey in their professional career ahead. As we come to the end of the session, I request Professor G.M. Samrekar ma'am to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to everyone. All that starts well ends well. We have now come to the last but an important part of the graduation ceremony of expressing our gratitude to everyone who are part of the graduation day ceremony today. I, Professor Geeta Samrekar, take the proud privilege of proposing the vote of thanks. At the outset, on behalf of the department, KLS Gogte Institute of Technology, and on my personal behalf, I would like to express heartfelt gratitude to the chief guest of the graduation ceremony, Architect Chintan Shah, our proud alumnus of the 2003 batch. Architect Chintan, we appreciate you taking the time to be here with our students amidst your busy schedule on their very important day today. I'm sure our students will value the insights and the guidance you have given to them. Gratitude is the right attitude. Your act of giving back to your alma mater in a most humble way is one quality that all our young budding architects who have gathered here today would definitely emulate. I'm sure the students would build their association with their alma mater, their second mother. Thank you, Architect Chintan Shah. I thank chairman and management members of the governing council of our institute for the encouragement and support they extend for all our activities. I owe my thanks to our principal, Dr. J.K. Kittur sir, in absentia, for tirelessly motivating all the graduating students of our department. Thank you, sir, for being a source of guidance to all of us in all our endeavors. I take this opportunity to thank our in-charge head of the department, Professor N.R. Tadkodkar ma'am, for steering all of us for the successful conduct of the ceremony today. Thank you, ma'am. I thank Professor R.S. Dharmayat, sir. Thank you, sir. The success of this ceremony is not complete without the enthusiastic participation of the beautiful young ladies and the handsome gentlemen gathered here. Dear students, it's a very happy as well as a sad situation today. We are happy that all of you have embarked an important milestone in your life by graduating as architects, and sad that you will not be there with us henceforth. Before I express my gratitude, I would like to congratulate all of you for graduating from our portals. I wish you a very successful career ahead, and yes, I encourage you to live with life, be courageous, adventurous, and give us all a tomorrow more than we deserve. A big thanks to all my dear students for your gracious presence here today. I thank all the students, the parents, and other viewers of the live streaming of the graduation ceremony today. I thank Professor Priyanka Rajput and Professor Subhashita Paute for beautifully coordinating and conducting the ceremony flawlessly today. I thank all my colleague, faculty, all the teaching and the non-teaching support and the support staff who have directly or indirectly helped in making this occasion a successful one. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's all rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
And now for the most awaited, a group picture with your V20 batch and faculties. I request everybody to please proceed towards the library porch for the picture. Thank you, everybody.